Do you have stale bread at your house? Don't throw it away. Put it in a blender and add 4 eggs to it. All right, now that I've added 4 eggs, I'm gonna add 1 cup of milk. And I'm also gonna add a can of condensed milk. Remember to use the entire contents of this can of condensed milk. Okay, we're gonna add another can of condensed milk. Yes, this recipe does use a lot of condensed milk, but I promise it is gonna be so delicious. Okay, we're gonna put the lid on our blender and we're gonna get blending. We are going to turn off the blender and we're gonna set this aside and prepare the syrup, which is our next step. All right, so I'm gonna add sugar to a pot and I'm gonna let it caramelize. Now I'm putting my pan on medium heat. You do not wanna stop stirring because we don't want it to burn. So using a spatula, it's gonna take a little bit of time, but make sure you're consistent with the stirring. It's gonna look like this. Once it starts to look like this, I'm gonna add 1/2 cup of water into the sugar. Okay, so stir until it has this texture. It's gonna look like this, okay? All right, keep stirring as to not burn our sugar. Okay, and now once it looks like this, we're gonna pour our mixture into a baking pan here. You're gonna spread it well, spread it evenly. Take a spatula and just push up some of the syrup onto the sides of the pan. Okay, and we're gonna pour our batter onto our baking dish. See, this is a pudding with just a few ingredients. The nice thing is you can use an old loaf of bread instead of throwing your bread away. It's great to not waste ingredients. Okay, now that we've added our mixture on top, we're gonna put a piece of aluminum foil and we're gonna fold it over like this. And now we are going to place it into a pan for 30 minutes. We're gonna pour some water around the outside of the pan just like that. All right, 30 minutes, put on the lid. It's gonna help it with cooking. And once it's done, we're gonna remove the aluminum foil and see how it looks inside. I like to take a toothpick just to make sure it's fully cooked. You can use a fork instead. All right, it's looking good. And now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it into the fridge and let it cool for 2 hours. All right, now that it's all cooled, I'm going to flip it over onto a plate and we're gonna see how it turned out. Oh, it's time for the big reveal. Oh, it looks so delicious. Look how amazing it looked. This is such an easy recipe. It's actually really fast to make as well. This is called poudim.